Last time, we began, yet again, a familiar investigation. Renju Okiura. Where could he be? Of course, it seems a little more complicated this time, since he vanished from a hospital under the watchful eyes of the staff.
Does he have something to do with the murder of Shoko Nadami? Was it his phone in the horse? Did he look a gift horse in the mouth? Or did he place a gift in the horse's mouth?
What did the horse think about all this?
Or was he just not there this time?
And that led us to Sunfish Pocket, where we met Kaname Date, the woman with the perfect pelvis. The purest piece of Piscean pizzazz, ever pushing for her own prosperity. Or taking your prosperity from you!
I am agape at that, Damon. Well done.
In any case, she excels at exploiting the vanity of her customers to separate them from their hard-earned cash.
Speaking of exploiting your vanity, my viewers, you're all looking simply marvelous today.
Honestly, I just can't help feeling that I'm perhaps exploiting my own vanity here.
Speaking of Damon's vanity, we're the Bittersweet Gamers.
I think that was an insult.
And I'm Wee Squared. Always here for you, buddy. Alright, let's go get shot at by the Kumakuras. I remember when this game had car transitions.
It's okay, Billy.
Who's this asshole?
You made a big mistake coming here. Go home.
All right. Bye then.
Hey, Date!
What? Ugh, I hate dealing with these chumps.
Didn't you hear me?
Do you want to die, old man?
Same as before.
You bet!
Yep.
Sorry for the late introduction. I'm with the MPD.
A cop, huh?
So the question is, are we gonna be shot at?
As opposed to...
Spying on So?
So, you want to explain what the fuck a cop is doing in my office?
No, not with that attitude.
Now that I think about it, what the heck were we actually doing here last time? Were we looking for Renju? We hadn't found Renju's body yet, right?
That's correct. We were still looking for Renju for the same reasons. That story beat hasn't changed.
I think we should exchange names before exchanging expletives.
Name's MoMA, the warhorse. Don't give a fuck what your name is.
All right, MoMA. I have a few things I want to ask you. 2 days ago at Bloom Park, a woman's corpse was found. Have you heard the name Shoko Nadami?
Sure have.
How?
Heard it on the news. The media is making a real fuss about this new serial killer. Can't help but hear about it.
Why are they calling it a serial killer if only one murder's been discovered? I mean, technically speaking, shouldn't they wait until more than one murder has been discovered with the same MO before labeling it a serial killing?
Huh.
It's irrelevant, but I thought it was funny. A tiger, Rudge.
Wow, that is a big flying squirrel.
That is a tiger.
Oh, not this again!
Marvelous.
What?
Marvelous marble.
All right, MoMA, you got anything new before the guns come out?
Refresh our memories, then shoot at us. Do you know anything about the investment fraud?
Tell us again!
I have no idea what you're talking about, cop. You must have gotten some bad info.
I love his expressions. It feels kind of weird to ask, did the Kumakuras kill her before asking about Shoko? So I'll do it anyway! Did the Kumakuras kill her?
Fuck no. Why would we do that?
Okay, what can you tell me about Shoko?
Don't know nothing about her. I know her face and her name. It was on the news. Nothing else.
Alright, where's the chairman?
What?
I am very much looking forward to this conversation because I would like to make sure I know all the details, or rather correctly remember them.
The chairman is right in front of you.
What?
I run the Kumakura gang. I'm Moma Kumakura.
That can't be right. The chairman of the Kumakuras is Rohan. You aren't the chairman.
Right, he reacted to Rohan.
Right.
Like to the memory of Rohan. But does that come from Date himself?
Or potentially from the theoretical merging of personalities that we suspect happened.
There's plenty of evidence for something like that.
I mean, look at his face. He is in pain.
Yo, asshole. You need a lesson in manners?
Do you need a refresher course?
Date, wait. I did some research and discovered that Rohan Kumakura died last year. He leapt to his death from the roof of a building.
Suicide?
But Moma did not take over last year. Moma took over 6 years ago.
At that time.
6 years ago.
As
Yeah.
in, whatever it was that happened to Rohan, after the incident with Hitomi and Falco, that was pretty much the end of him being the chairman of the Kumakuras.
Right, and then something caused him to kill himself, supposedly, a year ago.
Date, look at this.
I wonder if he was actually like a victim. What I mean is whatever is going on right now, did it start with Rohan's death?
That's a good question. It's hard to say because it's never become a plot point, but it might this route?
A thermograph from when you inquired about Shoko.
Oh yeah.
Body temperature rising. A red hot lie.
It appears that way.
How do I get him to cop to it?
Remove his fingernails one by one.
Oh, that's a great idea!
Now, Aiba, we don't need to play by their rules.
Not my style.
Blackmail him?
Blackmail?
What the heck? Since when did you become a Yakuza yourself?
On the way over, she downloaded a lot of Yakuza movies for research.
Find his weakness and threaten him with it. Let's examine the room. Perhaps we may discover one of his secrets.
Okay.
Huh. What are we actually looking for? Again, I'm glad to see there's something different.
Ah!
Huh.
X-ray, activate! Oh!
So, we're not finding the smoking so be it.
Ouch!
But we do know that Moma is an ASAT fan.
We do know that, yes.
There's a hidden safe behind the crest.
All he's going to do is be like, Neener, I know your secret crush. Also, like, really, I know her. And I even had a date with her yesterday. Now tell me what I want and I'll introduce you.
Well, the other two Yakuza have secret passions too that they don't want made public.
There is something inside.
I recognize that.
It looks like a tiny woman. We have to save her.
Oh, for
It's
goodness
just like
sake.
the one I saw at Matsushita Diner.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. The last time we saw the same figure, it was over at the diner.
An A-set figure.
Correct.
But why is that there?
Unknown. But perhaps.
Why would you hide it in a secret safe unless, you know?
It's not, it doesn't cater to the big, tough Yakuza persona.
Well, neither do these guys.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to be a fan of A-set, would you?
Meanwhile, he has a heart attack. he's gonna like stutter, watch.
What? Who's that?
A schoolgirl internet idol. You know what I'm talking about.
You know what I'm talking about, yeah.
She got hips that don't lie.
Think you can get away with talking to our boss like that?
Go train your pit bull.
What are you gonna do about it?
We got all the goods on you guys.
He's tough as bricks and hard as nails. You'd never be into pussy shit like that, you fucker.
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Which one should we do?
Shadows. A-set, you bet.
Shadows!
Shadows.
Threat! Silhouette! ASAP!
A-set, you bet. Water.
Water.
Wet! Sweat! ASAP! ASAP, you bet!
Really getting into it. Fears.
Fears.
Upset? Regret? Ace?
Just as I thought.
Boss? What's this?
If you breathe a fucking word of any of this to anybody else, I will kill you in the coldest of cold blood. I mean, nothing. Nothing.
Shut up! Don't look at me! Get out of here! Did you hear me? I said get the fuck out of here!
Meanwhile, in the back room, So's like face palming.
Yes, sir.
The fat one grabbed the skinny one and dragged him out. Yes! No chain gun scene!
I've got your secret now.
A-set, you bet, blackmail.
If you don't want that to get out, you better answer my questions.
Flack Pale, Jack Rail, A-set, you bail.
You get an A-set for effort.
Yeah, I got it.
Now that we've established who's in charge here, do you have an alibi for Shoko's murder?
Of course he didn't do it.
Us Kumakuras are a branch of the Ujisaki family. The Ujisaki family runs a yearly golf tournament. Mandatory attendance. We were all at the tournament those days. We only got back this morning. You can ask the hotel. They'll tell you.
Date, I did some research. The hotel's record of guests does list the Kumakura members. They were also seen on several surveillance cameras. It is not possible that any of the Kumakuras could have killed Shoko.
Right.
Including Moma.
So about Shoko's connection to the Kumakuras.
Right. We do have connections with the investment company Shoko worked at.
Yeah, we know what this was.
A company that commits fraud.
No comment. Anyway, we never had any problems with Shoko. There'd be no reason for us to kill her.
What about Rohan Kumakura, since my memory seems to be playing tricks on me?
Rohan was my older brother.
Right.
He was my big brother in this organization, and my blood brother. But he's gone now.
A suicide.
Yeah, after breaking out of the hospital.
Are you telling me that the only people the hospital were ever able to keep in was Rohan Kumakura, the actual criminal? They can't keep in Mizuki, they can't keep in a near-death Renju.
Ota never got out.
Well,
we
he
had
would-
to remove him.
And even then, Rohan still got out.
Yeah.
I imagine that their security is just fine as long as what's-her-name, the nurse, isn't, you know, in charge of the room.
It all boils down to her connection.
Okay, so this is what, this breaking out part, I had remembered this as Rohan being in jail. Obviously, that's just incorrect, but that was the impression that I had. But he did still have to break out of somewhere.
Yeah.
So this means then that likely for several years he was
Badly injured?
maybe. I was thinking it was more like stick the guy in the hospital for some type of mental health issue, and that way the cops won't have to go after him.
Okay, that makes sense.
Because this is something that has happened. Like they'll hide obvious suspects or high-profile people in like a hospital just as part of like the sweetheart deal, keeping them out of trouble. Like lock away your scandal so nobody has to see it. Remember,
Yeah.
So has his thumb on the Metropolitan Police. That probably includes Boss, whatever her take on any of this is, which we really don't know. She's the person who came in and found number 89 and Rohan.
Right.
He told me after that, Rohan was sort of dragged away. That's why Moma took over when he did.
Yeah.
And then Rohan was just out of.
The picture out of the public eye? Why was he hospitalized?
About 20 years back, both he and I were the new guys in the Ujisaki family.
The Ujisakis are above the Kumakuras in the hierarchy.
At the time, we were in a turf war with a rival gang. One day, one of their boys walks in here and beats my bro's face in with a metal bat.
God.
His vision's been fucked on the right side ever since.
Is that so?
Oh yeah?
The doctors say he can still see, but it doesn't register.
he wanted the right eyes of women to replace his own loss. Well, I mean, that wasn't quite it, but that's an interesting way to begin thinking about the right eye. That's why it had to be the right eye.
Yeah.
Like, he only eats food off the left side of his plate. And if he's drawing a picture or whatever, he only draws the left side.
Well, that's cute and all, but I mean, he should still be able to see the entire plate and the entire page. But
Well,
I guess that's what indicates that some kind of psychosis.
Yeah, he's pretty messed up.
Date, a question for Moma. Is Rohan left-handed?
Why?
Just ask him, please.
Was Rohan left-handed?
Yeah, he was.
Confirmed. Rohan must suffer from hemispatial neglect on his right side. As you are aware, the brain is divided into what is called the right brain and left brain. One side develops into the superior hemisphere, responsible for language and higher functions. The other side controls spatial recognition ability.
Of course, in many brain injuries, this kind of gets overwritten. The brain is actually very flexible. Just saying, I have to shoot down conventional wisdom to some degree.
Wasn't it commonly believed that like the left, if you're left dominated, you're right-handed or something like that?
In most people, the superior hemisphere is the left brain. In roughly 1/3 of the population, the right brain is the superior hemisphere. This is often linked to left-handedness.
Haha, some random half-remembered thing. Well, it might be true, I don't actually know.
Moma just confirmed that Rohan was left-handed. From this, we can conclude that his right brain was his superior hemisphere, and his left brain was the inferior hemisphere.
So it beat him into being crazy.
I'm not entirely sure that's what we should take away from this, but...
Rohan suffered a beating on the left side of his head. That must have damaged his left brain. That caused him to lose his spatial cognitive ability.
Or maybe that's exactly what they're going with.
That's what I was thinking!
Well, tell me more about Rohan.
Anyway, after getting the shit beaten out of him, he changed, man.
Remember, this was 20 years ago.
Right.
He became cold-blooded. I'm talking ruthless. One time, we captured some street bosses from a rival gang.
I mean, I'm not trying to minimize the criminality of Yakuza, but, you know, it's kind of complicated.
There's generally lines they won't cross because they don't want to get into trouble with the police.
The only Kumakuras that we've seen, Moma and whatever the other two were, like, they have weirdly positive qualities. So,
Yeah!
like, they aren't the really nasty types.
Presumably Rohan wasn't either before this incident.
Moma hopes to make the group more peaceful and business-minded. Of course, it's possible that this group became more legitimate because their former boss was a monster.
Yeah.
Bro grabbed him by the big toe and took a potato peeler to him. From the toe to the thigh.
Oh, jeez!
Totally blank expression. Like he was scraping bonito flakes.
How many times is Benito going to come up in this game?
Anyway, sick fuckers like that always end up running the world, don't they?
Meanwhile, in the back room, so...
He started climbing the ranks, and eventually he was taken in by the Ujisaki family boss. The Ujisakis decided to make him head of our gang, and that's how we became the Kumakuras.
Okay, so they literally did branch off because of Rohan's quote-unquote success.
So when exactly was Rohan hospitalized?
About 6 years ago.
Oh, who's shocked?
I remember him telling me about something big. Some threat to the Kumakuras that could bring us all down.
I.e., whatever Falco, whatever help he was bringing in.
Right.
He didn't give me the details, but I figured it was something from his past coming back to bite him in the ass, you know?
I think that's a safe bet.
Anyway, his plan was to handle his shit internally. Didn't want too many people knowing about it. But whatever he planned didn't work. When the chips were down, he decided to handle it himself.
How interesting. What would our response have been to number 89, like the setup to that sequence, if we had known some of this stuff in advance? See, now...
It's always fun to consider stuff like that. That's why I like these kind of games.
Yeah, because now we're recognizing it as events that we know.
Uh-huh.
But we would have had these types of expectations if we would have done the other first. Like you said, it's always fun to consider.
He ended up shooting some guy in his house.
And they straight up say it! He's talking about what we saw.
A few days later, cops busted him.
I thought that's what happened!
No,
you're right.
Yeah.
You were right that Rohan Kumakura lowered his gun when Boss came in, but she did get there and took down every individual that was involved.
Right, but here's the thing. A few days later, she didn't bust him right then. I'm just saying that's suspicious.
Prosecution tried to get him on premeditated murder, but it was determined that he was insane at the time.
Which might actually have been true.
Maybe they were right, you know? His head's been getting worse and worse for the past 20 years. He gets relapses and all that. Anyway, they decided to keep him in a special hospital. And naturally, because I'm his brother and next in line, I was the successor.
Well, I am glad to get those details.
I had no idea you were a Net Idol fan.
How did you know?
You're hiding an A-set figure in the safe.
How did you know that?
I've got psychic powers.
I have superpowers.
Yeah, sure.
You know Renju Okiura, right? Let's get to the meat of this.
No point hiding it, right?
Oh, I think we've gotten plenty of meat out of it. Bonito flakes.
Yeah, I know about Shoko's ex.
I told Moma about Renju's accident. And about his disappearance from the hospital.
Do you know where he is?
Nope, sure don't. It's not like we keep in touch or anything.
Well, okay, that's probably true. They do have connections.
They occasionally interact, but it's not like a regular thing. It's not like he's a part of their organization.
Right.
I detect no abnormalities in his thermograph.
Looks like he's not lying.
Well, give me any information you can on Renju.
Hey, Moma, I've got a favor to ask.
Yeah, just like last time, it's not like he's actually being accused of anything.
It's not like Date's going to get shot at this time around.
Also, police everywhere have criminal contacts.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is they figure that it's better to have small timers that will give them info they want than never be able to get any sort of a pipeline to the underworld.
Right.
And these guys are pretty bad.
It's beneficial to look the other way for small-time stuff in exchange for getting access to the bigger stuff.
At times, yeah.
Can you get me information on Renju? His whereabouts, rumors on where he might be, anything.
And like you said, this time nobody shot at us, so this is a lot more cordial.
Blackmail notwithstanding.
I need some leads.
And what if I refuse?
And your gang finds out you're the world's biggest A-set fan. In exchange for helping me, there's a reward in it for you.
Because I know A-Set can set you up with a meeting.
Mm-hmm.
A reward.
I'll let you meet A-Set.
What?
Seriously, dude. Just went on a date with her.
I met her yesterday at Lemniscate. We're acquaintances now.
I've got her phone number and everything.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm surprised Date isn't playing it up more.
He appears to be caught off guard by how rigorous Moma is acting.
You promise?
Yeah, it's a piece of cake. No problem.
Yeah, I promise.
Oh, what do you mean summarize for me?
All right, it's time to press the button that advances the plot.
That is an accurate description. I like how the last time we were talking to, I think it was Boss, it was like, summarize for me, and then Date tells the boss what he's gonna go do. Which has nothing to do with talking to her or anybody summarizing anything.
Well, I think every time it's happened, it's usually Aiba and Date who do the summarizing and not the person he's actually talking to.
The Kumakuras appear to be unrelated to the investigation.
It was still worth it just to find out Moma is an A-Set fan.
Really?
That information might come in handy later. Let's go somewhere else, Aiba. We got what we needed here.
And we're not gonna run into So here, either. Go to the next room? Don't suppose you'll just let me randomly turn on the X-ray, huh? No? Okay. I feel so happy.
It's nice to enjoy the simple things. Speaking of the simple things, it's time to look at the dashboard.
Oh, man.
It has been a while.
The dashboard. Same as it always is.
Zweihander.
A two-handed sword?
That's a broadsword.
Well, not quite, but...
The glove box.
Well, what's it gonna be?
Date, last night when you were asleep, I snuck out and put something inside the glove box.
Huh, this is different. Instead of, what horrible thing do you have in the glove box? It's, I put something horrible in the glove box. It's your fault.
What?
Flour in a plastic bag.
Huh?
So it looks like cocaine.
Why would you do that? I'm a cop.
In case I need to do some roadside baking?
I don't know, maybe the next time you're starting to run out of energy, you can just snort some wheat.
I don't see how that's going to help. The rear view mirror.
Look at that. A huge dog with a human face is chasing me.
What?
You should grant it the right of way.
I'm not going to allow road etiquette to a freaking demon dog.
Do you remember that time a billion years ago when we were playing Deadly Premonition?
That exact thing popped into my head too, and that giant hellhound.
Huge! 2 or 3 times the size of the car chasing us down the highway, and we kept running into zombies until the car exploded. Good times, good times.
God, I hope zombies don't suddenly appear for us to run over with our car so it explodes. Ah!
Ghost!
I have been here for several minutes now.
Could you not come out like that?
Why not?
Did the game just assume we'd spend time looking at everything else in the car before talking to Aiba? Because I think that's some pretty 4D chess there.
If people see you, they'll freak out.
Do not worry. I can only be seen by you.
Also, there's no one else in the car.
I am sending this projection of myself directly to your brain.
Someone could have been looking out from another car, like the zombies or hellhounds chasing Date. He was just talking about it. You know, the giant hound with the human face.
Oh, right.
But returning to your answer, why would people freak out if they saw me?
Because you're a fluorescent twerking shrimp girl.
Isn't it obvious? A girl looking like you, dressed like that, sitting next to me? People would think I'm a pervert.
Oh, Date, they don't need that to think you're a pervert.
It's true.
If you continue saying such things, I will self-destruct.
Do it. Go ahead. I'm gonna call your bluff.
Do you really have a self-destruct function?
An AI never lies.
I don't know about that.
So, you weren't kidding. What happens if you self-destruct in my eye socket?
What do you think?
Your skull would pop like a balloon.
Huh. Yeah, I was about to... Why do you even have that function?
My body is full of cutting-edge technology and state secrets. In terms of hardware as well as software.
Maybe it can shoot a laser.
I am capable of hacking 99.99% of computers that currently exist.
Maybe this is actually foreshadowing, and one of the endings, Aiba is going to heroically explode, saving Date.
Or maybe there's like a route where Date becomes evil and she has to do it to stop him. I don't know why I immediately jumped to the possibility of Date becoming evil.
What if someone managed to steal me? It would threaten not only the police force, but the existence of the state itself. My self-destruct function is designed to prevent such a scenario from ever occurring.
What, do you think a magician's going to walk up and be like, ha, got your nose, but actually pluck Aiba out of your socket?
Probably not that specific circumstance, no.
Because that would be pretty impressive sleight of hand. Let us continue to talk about your self-destruct function.
Strictly speaking, I am not capable of self-destructing.
What do you mean?
Because her AI is secured on the cloud, so she'll continue.
I obey the 3 laws of robotics as laid down by Isaac Asimov. I cannot harm myself. However, a person with administrative authority could order me to self-destruct.
I'm telling you, something is gonna come of this.
I agree with you.
You have such authority.
And I mean, she'll be fine.
Yeah, because as I already said, she's saved on the cloud.
All he's got to do the next time he's really in trouble, you know, like So's guys are coming up behind the rock and he's hiding behind it, he needs to pluck out his own eye and throw it like a grenade. Aiba will be okay later.
Let us continue to discuss your self-destruct function.
Let us determine a code number. One that will activate the detonator. Command 41205. If you issue this command, I will detonate.
Something will come of this.
No, that's still too dangerous. We need some kind of safety. The number will be the first lock. If I give you the second command within 1 minute of the first...
What is the second command?
It's gonna be something pervy.
Let's see.
Oh, don't be so proud about that.
How about if I tell a lie?
A lie?
Ah! That way he can sort of give her the command without actually giving her the command to surprise his opponents.
Something that's not the truth.
I know what a lie is, Date!
If I say something untrue, I want you to regard it as the second command.
Okay, now fortunately he's fine unless he has to say the words 41205. Because if he says 41205, Reika, I love you, then his head's gonna pop like a balloon. So
I don't see that happening.
Understood.
Self-destruct function, Falco. Just keep going.
And one more thing. Even if I die, do not worry. I will not be gone.
Huh?
Everything that I see and hear is uploaded to the cloud. All by wireless communication in real time. Even if my body is destroyed, my backup data will not be lost. My memories, as well as my core programming, will be preserved.
And if we learned this before we got to the end of the green route where Aiba got shot...
Yeah.
So you're basically immortal.
Oh no, that wasn't the green route. I don't know what color it was, but...
Oh yeah, you're right.
Purple, maybe? No, that was Ota. Well, whatever.
Whichever route it was.
Yes. As long as the server is alive.
So in other words, he can throw Aiba at the server and blow up the server and...
Would that count as killing herself?
We'll just move on then.
How did you come up with that very specific number?
Hey, about that 5-digit command.
Could it be a date? April 12th, 2005?
How did you come up with that number?
It is my favorite number. There is no particular meaning.
Huh.
Really?
Damon, what does commiserate mean?
There, Billy. It's okay. I know that you're not really sure of the meaning of the word. It's fine. I just commiserated.
I'm already tired of this, Aiba.
That's not like you. Is something wrong?
Maybe you need to up the dosage.
Shogo's estimated TOD was 2 days ago, 5 p.m. It's been more than 48 hours. But our investigation has made zero progress.
Oh, he wants her to commiserate with him!
Sorry. I just wanted to whine about it for a bit.
Well, you know, sometimes it's good to just have a friend to de-stress at.
Yeah.
In 5 years, this is the first time I've heard you so dejected.
So, Aiba, about you and me. 6 years ago, I lost my past. Names, addresses, family, childhood, everything. But that wasn't all I lost. My left eye. I don't know how I lost it. The earliest memory that I have is of me aimlessly wandering the streets of Shinjuku.
Huh.
Until a good friend gave me a hand.
Come with me.
Met her at Golden Yokocho.
Of course.
To where you belong.
Oh, well that's not weird. Boss helped me become a cop and assigned me to Abyss. A year later, I was called into the control room where Pewter showed me something extraordinary.
But wasn't he already part of Abyss?
Was that ever... No, I think you're right.
Boss said something like that. Maybe he wasn't part of Abyss, but...
It's possible he may have still been a police officer, though.
Oh, we'll keep this in mind because it is of obviously very direct value.
Especially after what we learned at the last ending. Anything boss says we're gonna give the particularly hairy eyeball to.
Ew, you have hair on your eyeball? Oh my god, that is so gross!
I have hair everywhere.
The official title is A Eyeball. You may call her Aiba. The artificial intelligence contained within this sphere is nothing short of miraculous. An autonomous artificial intelligence birthed from collective nanotechnology. Its ability to think is controlled by a program we call the Wadjet system. Special Agent Date, from today forward, this is your partner. She will be your personal computer and your personal companion.
It's been 5 years since then. 5 years and a number of tough cases. But
This time is different.
I'm concerned about Renju.
Where could Renju be?
I also wonder where he could have gone.
I asked Aiba to call up Mama and Marble.
Oh, it's you, Date. Something wrong?
Hi, Mama. Do you know where Renju is?
No, sorry. It's been a long time since I've seen Ren. Did something happen to him?
Well, he got into a car accident, was injured kind of dreadfully, then broke out of the hospital and is shambling around like a mysterious dead man who is suspicious.
Or was potentially abducted. I told Mama about Renju's accident. And about his disappearance from the hospital.
Oh no, really?
Yeah.
Leave it to me. I'll contact you if I get any information.
Yeah, he could have been abducted, I suppose.
Please do.
Let's talk about Shoko Nadami's murder.
About Shoko Nadami's murder. We still need to see the investigation through.
The only relevant lead is the call made to Shoko's phone.
Aiba, is that number still turned off?
Please wait. Date, the line is connected.
Oh!
Really?
Really.
Call it.
Don't blow this again!
Isn't your number being blocked?
Try from a different line.
I mean, aren't you some sort of amazing supercomputer?
You can do that, right?
I can. Which line would you like to use?
I was even thinking the Cabaret Club.
Were you really?
I was gonna say it as a joke.
Maybe Shoko's phone.
That's what I was thinking.
I see. The caller did attempt to call Shoko's phone. If we call from that line...
Right, he might pick up.
But a normal call may yield the same results as before.
I have an idea. Do you remember what Shoko's voice sounded like?
And in this route, we actually got to hear it in the Somnium.
You're right!
Yes, I do. I remember everything that I see and hear.
Can you reproduce her voice?
Analyzing recorded audio data.
Wow, this is creepy. Her murder's been all over the news, and now she's gonna call someone and start talking to him?
I wonder how they're gonna react to that.
Imitation should be possible.
Well then?
You don't suppose it's gonna be Hitomi that we get, do you? It's probably gonna be so.
That's what I was thinking.
You want me to call with Shoko's voice?
At least if it's gonna be anybody that we know.
Yeah, it could be someone completely new.
Yeah.
Me?
You're the only one who can.
I can't imitate her voice.
Fine. I suppose we have no choice.
What's the problem?
I don't know, maybe she's just being shy.
Are you sure you can handle this?
I am an artificial intelligence.
Look, you're gonna do better than Date did when he was just like, "Hi, I'm Kaname Date. My address is blah, 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 blah. I am a police officer and I am concerned that you are implicated in a murder." Why did you hang up? Oh, I have been assassinated in my home.
Not a human prone to nervous breakdowns and mistakes like you.
All right, Hal, let's see what you can do.
I'm afraid I can't do that, Dave.
I was about to do it too.
It's connected. It's ringing.
Yeah, she's just shy.
I thought you said you didn't get nervous. Calm down. Deep breath.
You don't breathe!
Wait a minute.
What?
I'm an AI.
I
don't take breaths.
I told you!
Look, if her personality is closely enough matched to a human psychology, then just the act of doing it should calm her down.
You know what'll calm her down? Insulting Date.
We can all get behind that sentiment.
Focus. They're gonna hang up.
Hello?
Hello. This is Nadami Shoko.
Impossible. Shoko is dead.
No, it is so.
Yeah.
Yes, I died 2 days ago.
Idiot, why did you say that?
Oh, by I meant my twin sister, Shoku.
Your twin sister?
His name. Get his name!
How?
Let's see. We know who it is.
Yeah. Asking him for his name.
That's not gonna work.
And the package isn't going to work either.
Same with Are You Yamada? The imposter's the only thing because everything else is super suspicious.
Yeah!
I mean, look, it's already suspicious. So is already suspicious.
Yeah.
Okay? But if it sounds like you're obviously fishing, he's too bright, and it's like, no, I'm not giving you my credit card number over the phone, thanks. But if you turn around with something bizarre and unexpected,
It might catch him off guard.
he might engage a little bit.
All right. Accuse him of being an imposter.
You're an imposter!
I beg your pardon?
You called me, lady.
Don't act dumb. You sound completely different. How did you get that phone?
This is my phone.
For us.
Liar! You're impersonating him!
That's enough. I am So Sajima.
BAM!
High five!
The congressman.
A politician?
Sajima.
Hi.
Sorry for doubting you.
It's fine. What were you calling me for?
Also, how are you alive?
He must assume she did something at this point.
Oh, sorry, something urgent just came up. I will call back later. Goodbye.
Why so?
Unknown. But that was definitely So Sajima.
They're all connected to So. Every last freaking person.
It all comes down to So.
But he's a pretty boring person to be at the center of everything, but okay.
I was able to match his voice to public records of him speaking.
So Sajima is a minor celebrity. He even goes on TV sometimes. 2 days ago, he called Shoko. Why?
In any case, that was an excellent performance, was it not?
It was alright, 7 out of 10.
Yeah, good job.
It worked.
Is that all?
That's why I gave her a 7 out of 10.
What, do you want me to pat you on the head?
No! Nothing like that.
You're a projection on my eyeball. I couldn't do it even if I wanted to. I tapped my fingertip against my left eye. Ow! Ow! Ow!
Stop! It tickles!
Rub, rub, rub.
Stop! The nerve might break!
I'm hop, hop, happy, happy. Bunny goes hop, 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 happy.
A call came in soon after.
We never did talk to Iris.
Tate! A call from Investigation HQ.
Connect me.
Quit talking to So.
Is this Special Agent Date from Abyss?
This is the one about number 89.
Yeah.
My name is Akaska from HQ. I'm investigating the Shoko Nadami case. I
There's something that you need to hear.
What is it?
We got a phone call earlier from a prisoner at Fuchu Prison.
A prisoner?
We saved the call. I think you should give it a listen. Who is this?
In here, I'm known as number 89.
What is this call concerning?
I know who killed Shoko Nadami. And if you let me out of here, I will tell you who it is. I suppose you might say I'm looking for a plea bargain. He will kill again, you know. And he'll take their eye while they're still alive.
The very next thing that happened on the other side of the chart was we found Renju's body.
Yeah.
There will be more bodies. If you want to stop this serial killer, I suggest you take my offer. I'll be seeing you.
This has to be a prank.
That's what I thought too. But I felt I should give you the heads up anyway.
Good idea. Thanks, Detective.
Oh, wait, no. Maybe we got this after we found Renju's body. Because I remember thinking that that is what granted him credibility, but anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Do you think it really is just a prank?
Well, to be sure, look into number 89.
Roger that.
But for now...
So, Sejima.
I'm so happy.
And we drove straight here?
Hey, you can't be here without permission. I'll call the police!
I am the police.
What happened?
Sir. Police officer.
No, he isn't.
Yes, he is.
You.
Can I help you?
No.
Yes, you can.
No, I can't.
Yes, you can.
No, I can't.
You totally can, man.
No, he can't. It's not me. It's him. He can't.
Well, yeah, he can.
No, he can't.
Of course he can.
Why could he?
Because he's the reason we're here.
Also, I guess he's somehow Date's dad, which, that's nice and all, but...
We're not really sure how it's relevant to anything yet.
I need to ask you a few questions.
No, he doesn't.
Don't start that again.
Sorry, it's nostalgia. I see the clones.
I'm a very busy man. You can ask me tomorrow during normal business hours.
It's about Shoko Nadami.
No, it isn't.
I'm just gonna ignore you.
You can't tell me you've never heard of her.
Yes, he can.
As a matter of fact, I have.
What is that? What now, Damon? What now?
I'm not saying anything.
It was reported on the news that she was killed.
2 days ago at 9:02 p.m., you made a phone call to Shoko Nadami.
You should see Billy's face. Veins are popping out of his hairy eyes.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
A phone call? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do. Iva, look. A kappa.
He is a wealthy, powerful man.
Huh?
It is not surprising that he owns a pet kappa.
Okay, now...
Iva, do you know what a kappa is?
No. See, last time, it was something like a koi.
Right.
This time, she's doing the exact same response, but with a kappa instead of a koi. Like, a koi is quite normal.
Yeah.
But a kappa is a supernatural being that doesn't exist. See, now that I have explained her gag, there is nothing funny about it in any way.
Yeah, there is.
Suddenly, I realize there is no way I can respond. I have to just take my loss.
Really? Really?
Give me cucumbers.
I feel like I heard a strange voice. A pond with nothing supernatural in it.
Give me cucumbers!
Look, Date, your favorite cabaret girl is here.
That's just a lantern. Reika isn't that sturdy.
I hope one day we see Reika. I really hope one day we see her.
She'll have the legs of a cabaret girl, an oil drum for a body, and a lantern for a head. And the most amazing bone structure. Very good pelvis.
She has to be to support an oil drum.
I like how we can see the jar that contains Sejima's body.
A bodyguard. He has many like them, but this one is his. Because I can't tell these guys apart, this one will be B. Why are you wearing sunglasses at night?
Don't those sunglasses make it hard to see?
No.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
They don't.
I made a face at him. No reaction. I guess he really can't see well enough.
He needs to talk to him about internet idols. It worked last time.
I see an ACET figure hidden away in his waist pocket. So how much do you get paid?
Hey, how much do you get paid?
What?
I'm talking about cash, my friend.
I rub my thumb against my pointer fingertip in a circle.
Probably double what you make.
Really? Iba, bring up a job search website.
On it.
Your boss is a liar, you know.
Your boss is a liar, you know.
Aren't all politicians?
Bam!
That's pretty frank.
That's surprisingly honest.
Very well, eh? What's your name?
What's your name?
He didn't say a word.
A it is.
What's your blood type?
A.
What's your blood type?
A
I'll
it
guess.
is.
You're, B. Definitely a B.
You're being rude.
I knew it. That attitude is so B of you.
Got a girlfriend?
Got a girlfriend?
A.
Didn't think so. Sorry, bud.
I'm married.
This guy's domestic.
Well, I guess that means he doesn't have a girlfriend. He's got a wife.
His normalcy must be punished by death.
How Steins Gate?
Date, perhaps there's something you should be using.
Oh, that.
I wanted to look at him and get a description first. But fine, thermograph.
So much blood. Where's all this red coming from?
It's a thermograph.
Yeah, I knew that.
This isn't even the first time you've used it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, he's lying. How do I get him to admit it?
What will make So confess he killed Shoko?
But we don't think he did kill Shoko.
Well, maybe he did, but if we had this proof, the game would be drawing to a close, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't we be arresting him? Oh, if we call him with Shoko's phone, that'll prove this connection.
I guess it will. It's the only thing that makes sense. We can't do any of the others.
We sure can't bribe him.
Iba, call his phone again. Using Shoko's line.
Understood.
I mean, that's the end of this type of information, but they weren't going to get anything else like that anyway.
You're not going to pick it up? It's from Shoko. I had her give you a call.
What?
It'll stop ringing soon.
Now, are you going to tell me why that can't be true?
3, 2, 1. See?
Fine. I did call her. Around 9 o'clock, just like you said.
Yeah, that actually looked pretty good. I mean, Date's running around with his superpowers and actually really pulling it over on these guys.
Finally confessing?
There's nothing to confess. I did nothing wrong.
I mean, yeah, he just admitted that he called her. So what?
Then why did you lie to me?
Because I didn't want to get involved in all of this nonsense. You mean to tell me that I am a suspect?
Well, you are until we can determine that you aren't. That's kind of how murder investigations work.
My call was after Shoko died. If I were the killer, why would I do that?
What?
I don't think he killed her.
I don't either, but if he killed her, and then he just called her phone to say this, you know what I mean? He could have just called her phone to be like, haha, you see, I called her after she died.
That's a good point, actually.
I don't know, but I'm asking the questions.
Do you have a warrant? I thought not. I'll be leaving now. Good night, Detective.
Darn! So went back inside his mansion. I tried to follow, but So's bodyguards blocked my path.
Well, that's about as much as we were gonna get, I suppose.
Go home. Unless you want to get kicked out.
What's the relationship between So and Shoko? 'Cause
What?
you'll totally tell me.
I don't know. Even if I did, it would be confidential.
Why does So have a burner phone?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Can you confirm So's alibi?
Do you know where So was Friday at 5 p.m.?
Here, in the mansion.
Can anyone corroborate that?
Maybe the housekeeper.
Do you know Shoko Nadami?
I've heard of her, but I've never met her. I saw her on the news.
Look! A UFO!
Look! A UFO!
No, it isn't.
He didn't flinch.
His eyes may have looked up, but he's wearing sunglasses, so we couldn't see it.
Look! The Mothman!
Look, the Mothman!
The Mothman is an American cryptid. This is Japan, buddy. Why would the Mothman be here? Do you think he just got a travel visa? You can't give a travel visa to a monster.
He can fly. Maybe he's on vacation. Look! A grandma!
Grandma!
Look, a grandma!
That's where you've been! Oh, how I've missed you! Is not what I was gonna say.
Look! A porno mag on the floor! Wait! A porno mag on the floor!
Look! A porno mag on the floor!
I like this guy. I really relate to him.
They have something fundamental in common.
Anything suspicious about So lately?
No, nothing special.
Oh, Grandma.
Oh, porno mag.
Not any different from any other politician, anyway.
This guy's just jaded.
Date, a minute.
What happened?
So is on the move. Most likely in a car.
How do you know?
I hacked So's smartphone and I'm currently tracking the GPS.
Oh, that's convenient.
It is.
For now, until he realizes that he needs to dump it.
Mm-hmm.
Not his rental phone, the one registered under his name.
Where's he headed?
Unknown. Somewhere to the east.
Keep tracking him.
Roger that.
Well, we'll just kick ourselves out and go follow him!
Yeah! Meow! Oh?
Huh. What are we doing here? Okiura Cold Fishery Warehouse. What a frumpy car.
That's what you're focusing on?
So what'd he leave in there?
What was So doing here?
Was he setting up already?
Maybe.
Date, my apologies.
What's wrong?
She's low on battery.
My battery is low.
Are you serious?
I guess it's not going to be a problem. I can still see out of my right eye. My vision halved, and I went into the warehouse.
I like how now Date has halved vision.
Yeah!
I mean, it'll just be monocular vision like any other person who's lost an eye. It's not like you're actually only seeing half of everything like poor brain-damaged Rohan Kumakura. I wonder what it looks like.
You could close your left eye.
Oh yeah, I guess I can.
I don't like this. At all.
Well, I mean, it's about time for us to find Renju's body, isn't it? Well, nothing is set up, so I'm expecting Renju.
I would too, but it doesn't look like that's the right size for a fully grown adult. Something covered with white cloth is on the table.
That's... It can't be.
What? Or frozen iris cut up?
Iris.
Huh.
Aiba, what's your charge?
Wow, she did not really last very long.
No.
I guess the true ending is going to be saving her, perhaps?
I hope so.
Currently at 2%.
Can you make a call?
I can. I am connected to the power supply. What do you...
Hurry. Just connect me to boss.
I just remember that. Do you believe in prophetic dreams? Because that is exactly how she showed up in Mizuki's Somnium. Why would that be the case? Based on what we're seeing now, it doesn't seem like it can just be explained away by traditional methods.
Yeah.
Date, what's wrong?
I found a body.
What?
She was murdered.
Yeah.
Multiple stab wounds to the back.
And we saw So walking out of the warehouse.
Immediately after the police come around, he goes and checks on the warehouse or places the body, one or the other. Now, So was the one who was involved in attacking Iris before.
Yeah.
And one eye missing.
And it was the right eye.
Yeah.
Location is Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse. The victim is Iris Sagan.
Iris?
I'll tell you more later. Just send CSI to the scene right away. And one more thing. Congressman So Sejima. Bring him to Abyss.
Well, that won't happen.
Wait a minute, why?
I'll take responsibility for everything. Just do it, please.
All right.
Really? She's actually gonna go get So and bring him in, huh?
Ah.
But we do have some pretty direct evidence. We found that So had made that call. There was stuff on the scene that connected him. He admitted it. And then while talking to the guy, immediately after leaving, he drives and does this. And it can't be disputed, so...
Yeah. He's kind of in a pickle.
Just like with Rohan Kumakura, whatever dirty dealings may have been going on, dude was caught red-handed and suffered for it.
Mm-hmm.
And so we've kind of caught So red-handed in something. I'm really surprised by Iris, though.
Yeah, I kind of thought she'd be more prominent in this route, too. I guess she's just destined to die in all but that one route.
Because sometime real soon, I'm going to die.
God damn it!
Well, saving everybody in the true end in an Uchikoshi game is quite feasible.
Do you honestly think you can get away with this?
Yeah?
Funny, I was gonna ask you the same thing.
We don't know how far it's going to go, but he's got a lot of explaining to do.
I wonder if we will be going into his Somnium.
Probably so, if it's come to this.
Date, calm down.
You know Iris Sagan, don't you?
No, I don't. I've never heard of her.
Oh! Of course you do. On the other route, you were driving around with her, and I don't suspect there was anything different here. Remember, the last time we saw Iris, her stream was interrupted. Mm-hmm. Oda was really worried about this, and she was like, I have to go, as in driving around with So.
Yeah.
And then she ends up in the warehouse. I doubt that he dropped the body off right after we talked to him, because she was frozen.
Yeah, she'd probably been there a while.
She had to have been, but she was frozen. But it's like So got worried and wanted to go make sure that everything was still according to plan? I mean, you know, the criminal always comes back to the scene of the crime, etc.
And if you make them feel threatened, that's often what they'll do. Maybe he's lying, maybe he's not. But even if he doesn't know her name...
I see. Another thing, on this route, Iris looks like much more of a victim, whereas on the other side of the chart, she was heavily implicated in Renju's murder, even if she was set up by boss or whoever. Or so or something.
And then there's the strange thing with Mayumi taking her knife.
There's still a lot of suspicious things about her, but if we'd have done this route first, we would have seen her as just a victim. And probably would have been a lot more upset.
Yeah.
Still, I can't shake the feeling that we're being perhaps too cruel or too blasé about Iris, but...
Yeah, especially on this route. Well, it looks like we'll get a chance to make it up to her by nailing this scumbag. Hopefully.
Maybe so, maybe so. Well, that's it for now.
See you next time, everyone.